going on, guys? Muddy Water Tennessee Fishing here, and this DIY is going to save everybody a lot of money. You take any jig head that's your favorite jig head, and we're going to make a mold of it and make copies. This is one that I made, designed myself, and 3D printed. But right here's the end result. Perfect copies of this bait. I'm going to show you how to make this mold and save everybody a little money. What you're going to need is your favorite jig head, one that you want to copy, or one that's just harder to find. This is one that I made myself, 3D printing. And then I also got this sprue, which you can use anything else to make your sprue or just drill it out afterwards. You're going to need a piece of PVC pipe, the right size to fit everything in it, and you'll see why. And then cut down the middle evenly, that way so you can spread it. Play-Doh, you can get this cheap anywhere, and Bondo. Let's get into it. Now I just make sure that I've got enough to fill the 1/2. That's all we're trying to do. That's probably more than enough, so that's perfect. Mix that together good. You don't want it to be watery. It's more of a folding over method. You just want this to be mixed really, really good. So I drop down in there, try to scrape it and get it to where you can get it to drop in there. And then what I do is I poke it with the back of this, just making sure it all settles in there just like it's supposed to be. Try not to hit the jig head. But when the sun's hot like this, it don't take very long to cure. It starts curing fast. We'll let that cure here about 15 minutes and we'll come back. Alright. Now it popped off. Now you can see the little male connections that we done. The sprues there. And then you can roll this up and put it back in the container because you can reuse this Play-Doh again. But we only need it for the first half. So that's perfect. But now, what we got to do is we want to, where's my brush? There it is. More of whatever lubricant that you got and drop some in there because we want to make sure all of this side is completely saturated as well, because you don't want the Bondo sticking to itself. And then amongst doing that, you can slide this down. That's why I normally have about that long, plenty of room to work with. But now it's slid down in there plenty enough for the other half. And Put a little bit on your finger again and just rub the side walls, making sure we got plenty of coverage there. There we go. I'm going to make sure it goes all the way to the bottom. That way so we ain't got no slippage. Just like that. Now we'll mix the other half of our Mondo and I'll be right back with you. Yeah, and don't need a whole bunch. Enough to do that half. More than enough. Same thing, we'll just mix it thoroughly. Because with this sun shining, we ain't got very long to work with it. We want to get it dropped down in there. Same deal, you want to poke it, just kind of like making it settle. I'm right at the surface, kind of just swirling it and then jabbing it to make it settle all down in there. And that's it. And whenever this side cures, about 10-15 minutes, we'll take and show you the next part. We'll be able to start pouring some jig heads. Alrighty. Push it out. And go ahead and while it's somewhat green here, we can take and shape up some of the ends of this. I normally just cut a chamfer around the end of it. Cut that little nipple off. Still warm. There, we'll set it down there for just a second. I think Bondo, when it's setting off, it's like 200 and something degrees. Crazy. I just try to get it flat pretty quick before it hardens, because when it's green, it's kind of like nice carving, type wood feel to it. You can do it pretty easy. Now you can do this on a bigger scale. If you've only got like one jig head that you really like, or as you know what they discontinued, make it like this. Pour you several of them, and then do this on a bigger scale, and you'll have a production mold. I've had a 1/16 ounce jig head that I've mold that I've had just like this that I poured. Couldn't tell you how many hundred jig heads out of it, and it's still perfectly fine and working. So these are durable. And you can do it yourself, because for what it costs for that one thing of Bondo, you can make bukus of these. I mean, countless. Alright, let's see here. Ease it apart. There it is. Which that's got lines in it because I 3D printed it. I normally, when I 3D print one, make one just like this. I'll pour the jig head and then I'll powder coat it, and then it smooths it out, and then I'll recast it. But those fish don't mind. You can do it just like this and powder coat them, and they'll be good right on. And then take and ease it out there, and ease out this sprue, and we'll test fit this real quick. And so you got a perfectly good sprue hole, and it's ready to go. You've already got that nice little hole right there. And where we made those dimples, you got a line, and it'll go back together perfectly every time. Now you can use this method for all types of stuff. I got these plastic grippers here. You can get them at Walmart, Harbor Freight, places like that. And the 2/0 jig hooks, 90-degree bend on them. I got these at my local bait and tackle, but you can go order them offline. It's a sickle hook, but we got it loaded up here. I just use a propane tank and use these recycled sinkers and stuff. Don't take long. When it rolls around like that, it's good. Alright, let's see how this first one come out. Sometimes the very first pour, you'll have to toss that into the side and remelt the lead off of it, because sometimes it'll act up. But this time it actually come out good. What I do is I'll kind of pinch halfway through and then twist it. And then you put that right back on your spoon. And right there it is. Okay, I see. This eyelet right here drooped a little bit more. Set it to the side, and then we'll load up another one. And guys, just wear a mask, respirator, gloves. I mean, if all possible. Lead ain't good for nobody, but if you can do it, I mean, it'll really help you. I mean, them things, they'll keep coming out that way. Perfect jig head. Or a perfect copy of whatever you want to make. Them some of mine that I designed for walleye fishing, but yeah, they're coming out perfect. We'll do one more here. Hang on a second. What is going on here? There it goes. Very good. Just look at it. Perfect every time. Alright guys, that was it for this one. Hopefully you all make you some molds, save you some money, and stay fishing, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Share this video, like, subscribe if you ain't subscribed, because it's completely free to do so. Comment down below, and if y'all want to see how I made the jig head in CAD and 3D printed these to make your own, hit me down there in the comments, guys. I appreciate you watching. Thank everybody for all the subscribers and comments and all the likes on my videos. Guys, I appreciate you, and y'all have a good one.